Star Clipper's flagship vessel, Royal Clipper, currently holds the Guinness World Record as the world's largest square rigger in service. Lovingly designed as a replica of the famed 5-mast ship, Prusen, stepping aboard Royal Clipper is like stepping back in time to a world of ornate luxury complete with modern amenities. Indeed, sailing on Royal Clipper is a whole new way to experience cruising. It feels refined and elegant, but also unfussy and laid back. This casual atmosphere is reflected throughout the cruise, and guests are invited to dress comfortably rather than adhere to a rigid dress code. The only exception to this is at dinner, when shorts and sandals in the dining room are discouraged. Who is Star Clippers for? The honest answer is almost anyone. A typical manifest includes both many couples, but also groups. On our recent sailing, there were parents with kids and solo travelers. Star Clippers is welcoming to everyone and offers attractive pricing options for all types of travelers. Among them, of course, there are many who choose Star Clippers because of the sailing. Either they are sailors themselves, or else they have often dreamt of sailing the seas. For any traveler with even a passing interest in seafarers of old, Star Clippers is a must. One astonishing fact is that on every Star Clippers sailing, between 65 to 85% of the guests are repeat guests. Sell a Star Clippers trip to one of your clients, and chances are they'll buy again and again. These guests are particularly valued by Star Clippers, of course, and on each sailing they'll be invited to attend an exclusive cocktail reception hosted by the captain. Frequent sailors may also be invited to eat dinner at the captain's table. Dinner is a highlight of every day, a time when friends new and old can gather together and share stories of the day just gone. Each dinner's menu is created by a 3-star Michelin chef, and guests may order as many dishes as they want. Each dinner includes a choice of 2 appetizers, a soup, a salad, a sorbet, 4 entrees, including a vegetarian option, a cheese plate, and a selection of desserts. In addition, if nothing on the menu takes your fancy on a particular night, you always have the option to order a pasta or steak instead. In addition to dinner, guests will be fed with both a continental and breakfast buffet offered every day, a luncheon buffet, an afternoon snack, and a midnight snack. All of this is included in the cruise-only pricing, and alcoholic beverages are always available for purchase. Simply put them on your cabins tab and settle up at the end of your cruise. Star Clippers offers 3 classes of cabin aboard Royal Clipper. Standard cabins offer a comfortable double bed, which may be set up as 2 separate single beds, as requested, a small desk area, and a bathroom with a private shower. Luxury cabins are a step up and also provide guests with a private balcony, allowing all the tranquility of being on deck exclusively for you. Guests staying in these cabins greatly value the extra space these private balconies give their accommodations for the duration. Finally, the owner's cabin class accommodation are an ideal option for families traveling together, as they offer plenty of sleeping space, and the 2 owners' cabins may be combined to create one giant suite. The owner's cabin offers a bathtub, a king-size bed, plenty of closet space, and services of a personal butler. Royal Clipper's capacity allows a little over 200 guests at a time, which makes for a cozy and familiar atmosphere on board. Guests will often make new friendships over the course of a cruise. Indeed, at dinner, guests may choose to sit with others who speak their language, or they can sit and enjoy a private table with just their partner, should they prefer. For guests wanting to keep to themselves, there is plenty of space on board to enjoy peace and solitude. The piano lounge, for example, offers plenty of space to enjoy drinks before dinner, or curl up with a good book. There's also the onboard library, a quiet haven where guests may also borrow from a selection of books encompassing various languages. And of course, there's on deck. Cruising under the sails is the true differentiator with Star Clippers. Royal Clipper offers plenty of wide open deck space for guests to fully take in this unique mode of travel. Each time the ship departs a port, it's a time of magic and awe. Guests gather on deck to witness the sails being hoisted and the ship set off for its next destination. It is a true spectacle. Guests are invited to learn about the intricacies of sailing a tall ship from the ship's crew and are also invited to experience raising the sails themselves. Once the ship has set sail, they may also climb over the bow onto netting above the water, which makes for an enviable photo opportunity and is a truly exhilarating experience. Many guests will enjoy the lures of the deck time and again throughout their cruise. It is the perfect place to enjoy an early morning coffee as the day's destination comes into view, as well as indulge in a favorite nightcap under the stars. Sailing aboard Royal Clipper is an incredibly peaceful way to travel. Of course, Star Clippers is anything but boring. For those guests wanting less solitude and quiet, there is always something going on at the outdoor tropical bar. On-board entertainment is provided daily by a small but mighty team. There is different themed entertainment every night, and there's always after-dinner dancing. And be sure to stop by the sloop shop to obtain some quality Star Clippers merchandise as a memory of your vacation. Speaking of memories, there's nothing quite so memorable as a ceremony at sea. Star Clippers captains are able to perform matrimonial services on board, whether you want to get married under sail or simply renew your vows. There's also plenty of activities for guests of all ages to enjoy. The marina at the rear of the ship offers convenient water sports including kayaking, paddleboarding, and snorkeling. Guests may also swim in the open water or on one of the 3 on-deck pools. For the more adventurous, there is also an opportunity to climb the mast and take in the view from the crow's nest. When it comes time to focus on their well-being, guests are invited to exercise in the ship's gym or enjoy a relaxing massage or other service in the onboard spa. Star Clipper's signature hot shell massage is highly recommended. Whatever an individual guest's predilections, they will be satisfied aboard Royal Clipper, which offers a crew-to-guest ratio of 2-to-1, meaning service on board is always second to none. Of course, the Star Clipper's experience also extends beyond the boundaries of the ship. Thanks to the ship's size, Royal Clipper and others in the Star Clipper's fleet are able to take advantage of perks unavailable to other ships, such as late literary changes caused by bad weather. The ship can simply visit another port than the one scheduled, rather than being forced to spend a day at sea, and can also visit smaller ports than other ships can't reach. Many times, guests are ferried to shore by tender boat service. Yet another element of the special experience, it is to sail instead of cruise. Another important difference from conventional cruise ships, guests sailing on Royal Clipper rarely suffer from seasickness. The smaller size of the ship means less rocking than larger seafaring vessels, and due to genuinely being powered by sail, the force of the wind pushes the ship down into the water, causing it to cut gracefully through the waves when the ocean gets rush, instead of bouncing over them. Overall, it makes for an unexpectedly soothing and comfortable journey, especially considering that most sailings occur overnight when guests want to ensure a satisfying sleep. Once on shore, guests are invited to participate in a selection of shore excursions at every port. Unlike other cruises, the excursions offered by Star Clippers are at very reasonable price points, and guests are free to sign up to the excursion of their choice once they arrive on board, often right up to the afternoon before the excursion is scheduled. During the winter, Royal Clipper sails the Caribbean, In spring, it reaches the Mediterranean where it spends all summer. The ship's cross-Atlantic sailings are also incredibly popular among the company's devotees and frequently sell out. Itineraries are often planned around special events, such as the May 2019 sailing from Rome to Cannes, which coincided with the Grand Prix time trials in Monaco, and ended up in Cannes on the final day of the world-renowned film festival. This particular trip took in several ports on the island of Corsica. Bonafacio, a picturesque harbor town overlooked by a commanding fortress. Leading up to it, 187 limestone steps, which, according to legend, were carved into the cliff top in a single night by the troops of the King of Aragon, Alfonso V, during the unsuccessful siege of Bonafacio in 1420. Bastia, a lively passenger port where guests can either lose themselves in the everyday experience of living in this bustling Corsican city, or else escape to the surrounding natural preserve beloved by hikers. Ajaccio, the capital of Corsica, was the birthplace of Napoleon Bonaparte, and visitors to this bustling seaside town can still visit his ancestral home, which is now a museum displaying family heirlooms. Also recommended a walk along the seafront promenade. Calvi, yet another small harbor town famed for its gorgeous citadel and numerous open-air restaurants serving up locally caught seafood. Nearby, the small mountain town of St. Antonino gives tourists a glimpse into tranquil provincial living. St. Antonino is famous for its distinct yellow olive oil. Its robust flavor and coloring is the result of farmers allowing their olives to fully mature. Rather than harvest the olives from their branches, they set nets beneath the trees and wait for the olives to fall. Back on the mainland, Monaco is a major city with upscale shopping opportunities set into the steep hillside. The distinctive port welcomes visitors and is famous for being home to the annual Monaco Grand Prix and the world-famous Monte Carlo Casino. Saint-Tropez, while famous for its trendy Papillon Beach, a taxi ride outside of town, Saint-Tropez is actually a delightful harbor town in its own right. Enjoy wandering the cobblestone streets where you can discover countless chic shopping opportunities for every budget. Take in the distinctive scenery or simply relax alongside the locals, enjoying a leisurely lunch or a game of boulet. Cannes, this glitzy beach resort town, is the definition of haut monde. White sand beaches run the length of the Promenade de la Croisette, which in turn is overlooked by the famed Avignon et Provence on Sainte Marguerite Island, prison to the man in the iron mask. One of the most remarkable sights at every port, of course, is the Royal Clipper itself. An incredible sight to behold on the placid blue water, drawing all eyes to it despite the plentiful luxury yachts sharing its sea. Watching its mast light up from the shore after debarkation, one is awestruck to realize that was home for the previous week. As it sails off into the night, it seems inevitable that you'll return aboard another itinerary before too much more time passes.
Hi, I'm Lisa Fay. I'm a travel advisor with Island Travel. I've really had the pleasure of experiencing the ship for the first time, and this line, Star Clippers. It is absolutely amazing. Some of the things that surprised me, I've been on multiple ships. I've been on the big ships, I've been on small expedition ships, but the intimacy of this ship, it was really great. I mean, there's only 3 levels on board, so you're never too far from anything. And this whole idea of being on a huge sailing ship just gives you such unique experiences. There was one afternoon that I got to jump out front and ride on the rope area that's in front of the bow, and the water is moving quickly underneath me. I can look up and I saw the sails, and it was such a magical moment that couldn't be reproduced on any other tourist vessel. It just made me giddy and giggly that I was having that moment. It was so much fun. I did a Facebook Live from it to try to share it with my friends.